Okay, so we're with head coach Matt Sayman. Matt, congratulations on your first win as a Faith Lion.
Thank you.
And also with Kyle Carter. Matt, take us through some of the keys that you saw as the game as it unfolded. The first quarter, a little bit of struggle for us, but tell me some of the things that you saw that you liked.
Well, first of all, it was exactly what we had talked about 2 months ago, what the first few games will be like, which is the tempo, the pace is great, but our execution is what needs to improve. And for us to hold them to 13 points in the first quarter at our pace is really good, but to only score 9 isn't. And a big part of that was high turnovers and just low shooting percentage. Not the quality of shots. Quality of shots were great, but low percentage. When what we saw was the tempo stay the same, defensively stay the same, but when the turnovers lowered and we started to just percentages, which Kyle's a great shooter. If he misses 2 or 3 in a row, he's liable to make the next 4. And so with that thought, with that kind of thinking, the percentages say you're going to start to hit, which we had a 21-point second quarter, followed up with a monster 33-point third quarter. And that's kind of, that is the goal of the style, to get them tired, but then not to change the way we play on offense. And then when you give yourself more chances, I think that's what we can anticipate more and more as we go.
Notice too, it looks like, is that part of the plan defensively to keep teams out of their offense? Because it looked to me they didn't run their sets at all. They couldn't because of the tempo and the pressure.
Our goal is to never know really what they do offensively, to not know any plays, and that also helps. You don't necessarily have to scout as much, and we try to keep the ball out of the middle third. And by doing that, we get really high to the point where our shoulders are almost parallel to the sideline all the way down this outer third here. It relies a lot on help side, but what it does is it forces their guys to play. Yeah. Sometimes, and some players can make shots and make difficult plays. That's okay, but it's outside of the framework of their offense that they work on every single day. And if we rebound better, and I was pleased with our lack of fouling, but even tighten up there where we're not using hands and we just allowed them to either make a tough shot or turn over the ball. Again, it just feeds what we want. The goal is the speed should take me out of the game as far as me being a big factor in coaching, and should take their coach out of the game.
Kyle, you led the team in scoring tonight. Tell me one of the things that you find most enjoyable within the framework of the offense right now.
The pace of the offense, getting to run up to the floor and finding open shots. With the pace, it gets the defense tired, which opens up more shots and more opportunities for not only me but the whole team to work together to get more open shots.
Can you sense, even in this first game, could you sense when they were kind of reeling, trying to get air, and you guys kind of pushed the motor down a little bit? Can you sense that when you're playing?
Towards like the second, third, and fourth quarter, you could tell that they were getting tired because they were getting slower back on defense, which opened up us with more shots and easy layups.
Yeah, you guys have been running a lot, so I think you feel like you guys have the advantage right now when you're playing as far as the tempo goes throughout the whole game?
Yes, sir. We can most definitely tell with all the running we've done in practice.
All right.
Well, the great thing too, it's fun. They're a very unselfish group. They pass it really well, and it's not about who shoots. Even though him and Dalton scored a lot of points today, we had a lot of guys. We really balanced scoring all over, and it's not about who scores. It's the highest quality shot as fast as possible every possession, and they'll buy into that more and more and more. Not every game will we get up into the 80s. That is the goal, is to score as fast as possible, but I think what you'll see is them really, and we kind of talk about light bulbs coming on, to see more and more light bulbs as the season goes on. It's just the beginning right now.
Good job, guys.